Everyone wants visible abs, but most people spend months doing planks and wondering why nothing changes. The truth is simple. Planks build endurance, not size. If you want your abs to actually grow, thicker muscle fibers, deeper lines, and definition that shows even when you're relaxed, you need resistance-based movements that contract your core through a full range of motion. Abs grow the same way as your chest, legs, or arms. They need tension, overload, and movement. Static holds can help strengthen your core, but they won't sculpt that carved aesthetic six-pack you're aiming for. Today, I'll show you 5 exercises that build your abs up to 3 times faster by placing constant stress on the exact muscles that create visible definition. No more boring planks, no more wasted time, and no more workouts that don't match your goals. Before we start, remember this: abs aren't just for looks. A strong core means better posture, more explosive power, and full body strength. These movements will challenge you, but they'll also transform how you move, lift, and perform. The first exercise is the hanging leg raises. Begin by hanging from a pull-up bar with your shoulders slightly depressed, not loose and dangling. Your grip should be firm, elbows locked, and your core engaged before you even start moving. As you raise your legs, imagine curling your pelvis toward your ribcage, not just lifting your feet. This pelvic tilt is where all the lower ab activation happens. If you're just swinging your legs, you're training momentum, not muscle. The movement should feel like you're rolling your spine upward, activating the lower rectus abdominis, an area most people struggle to target. Keep your gaze forward, legs straight, and control the descent just as much as the lift. The lowering phase is what tears the muscle fibers, so don't rush it. If straight leg raises are too hard, start with bent knees, but still focus on curling your core up, not just lifting your thighs. Most people fail this exercise because they turn it into a swinging, uncontrolled motion. Slow the tempo down, brace your core the entire time, and keep your body from rocking. Hanging leg raises are one of the most direct ways to sculpt defined lower abs, something planks will never do because they don't create movement or stretch under load. Next exercise is the cable crunches. Set a rope attachment high on the cable machine and kneel directly beneath it. Pull the rope behind your head, but do not pull with your arms. Let your core drive the entire motion by curling downward as if you're pressing your ribcage into your waist. What makes cable crunches superior is the ability to apply progressive overload, just like when training any other muscle. You can increase the weight, add reps, or slow the tempo to build deeper definition. Most people make the mistake of bending from the hips instead of the spine, turning the movement into a bow rather than a crunch. Your hips should stay stable while your spine flexes, meaning your abs contract while your back rounds forward. Focus on squeezing at the bottom of every rep. Hold the contraction for a second, then return slowly with control until your abs are fully stretched. This exercise builds thickness in the upper and middle abs, giving that outlined, sculpted appearance bodybuilders aim for. It creates actual hypertrophy, not just stability, making it one of the most important exercises for a shredded muscular core. Next exercise is the reverse bench crunches. Lie flat on a bench with your hands gripping the edges behind your head. Raise your legs, but don't simply lift them. Curl your hips off the bench and roll your spine upward. This is a small, controlled motion that isolates the lower abs and eliminates the momentum that ruins most floor-based reverse crunches. The key is to drive upward with your core rather than swinging your legs or using your hip flexors. Imagine your abs pulling your hips toward your chest, not your legs pushing upward. Level up the difficulty by slowing down the eccentric motion, lowering your legs until they're just above the bench before curling up again. This exercise targets the lower portion of the rectus abdominis while also engaging stabilizers that planks never touch because you're working against gravity with motion, not static tension. Over time, reverse crunches will burn fat-resistant lower belly areas that most people struggle to develop. Next exercise is the Russian twists. Sit on the floor, lean back to engage your core, and either place your heels lightly on the ground or elevate them for a harder variation. Hold a plate, dumbbell, or medicine ball at chest height and rotate your torso methodically, not just your arms. The twist should initiate from your ribs and obliques, not your shoulders or elbows. Slow rotations maximize tension, while weighted resistance builds hypertrophy in the obliques, the muscles responsible for that V-tapered athletic look. Most people rush through this exercise, turning it into a cardio movement. You want slow, deliberate twists that maintain tension on both sides, tightening your waistline while strengthening rotational power. This movement also builds functional strength for sports, fighting, and lifting. A strong rotational core protects your lower back, improves agility, and enhances punching and grappling power. This isn't just an aesthetic exercise, it's foundational strength. And lastly, the AB rollouts. Kneel with either an ab wheel or a barbell with plates. Roll forward slowly, keeping your core braced as your body lengthens into a straight line. Do not let your hips sag or bend. This turns the exercise into a shoulder stretch instead of a core workout. Keep your ribs pulled down, your glutes slightly engaged, and your spine neutral. As you return to the starting position, think about pulling your body back using your abs, not your arms. If done correctly, you'll feel deep activation from your upper abs down to your lower core, along with intense engagement of your stabilizers and lower back. Ab rollouts train the entire anterior chain with dynamic movement, making them superior to planks in almost every way. This is full-body core training, teaching strength, stabilization, and endurance all at once. Start small, increase your range over time, and eventually progress to standing rollouts for an elite core. Planks aren't bad. They just aren't enough on their own, especially if your goal is visible muscle growth. Abs grow like every other muscle, through movement, resistance, and progressive overload. When you start training your core with intention, not just holding a static position, you'll notice faster definition, better posture, stronger lifts, and a more athletic physique overall. Add these movements into your routine 2 to 3 times a week. Train them with controlled form, focus on tension, and watch your core transform. Be patient, stay consistent, and stop relying on exercises that don't match your goals. These movements will challenge you, burn more, build more, and make your abs actually show.